Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 112. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, Dins dug up DOSGAMES Backslash Arcade 3 Backslash Ultima. So this is either going to be an Ultima ripoff or something else. I don't know. We got to run me. Let's go to fileid.diz. Let's try type fileid.diz. Ultima. Okay. The ultimate role-playing game includes scanned and digitized actors, emotion-tearing soundtrack, and dramatic sequences. This is the best example of role-playing ever made in the history of mankind. Anybody get the feeling this is being played up to be totally the opposite? 8 levels of digitally scanned in graphics, each one more complicated than one before. Can you make it? Requires VGA Sound Blaster optional. Maybe they're not lying. But then this only takes up 582 kilobytes, so... quick look at the RunMe. Entering the world of Ultima, please wait while it loads the graphics. Then runs it. NM Intro 1? After the actual executable? That's weird. Well, let's just go. Press any key. Oh. Origin? We make stupid games? What? Okay. Well, we already have an idea of what kind of humor we're in for right now. Ultima, MCMLX Part 2 of the 39th Trilogy. Quest for the Golden Amulet. Made by... I can't read that. I think those are H's? So PH and PH? I don't know. This music is, not good. Thou art the most clumsy wizard Movar. Thou hast sworn to retrieveth the most covetedeth golden amulet from the evileth monsters and vanquisheth them. In thy journeys thou faceth the most... I don't want to read this. Do we got any controls? Thine controls for this game shall be: number locketh must be on. Thou must use thy number pad arrows. Okay. This music is bad. It's hard to know if it's like even intentionally bad or not. Oh, thank goodness, silence! Oh, let's hope we don't have to listen to that again. Okay. So... Okay. So... Are these like enemies and... Oh! So you get near an enemy, and then you hit the A button, and it attacks them. And then you just move forwards and go plop, or plop. Is there another one there? Or... Oh, what just happened there? I don't know. Thou hast come across a Shemimp. Thou may crush it with thine feet. Okay, so... You must destroy the evil eye. Okay, so it doesn't even let you pass. Yeah, nothing happens. You just hit it, and then you go on. Does this even qualify as a game? Because there's literally no skill. You just go forwards until you find something, hit it with your wand, and keep going. So you've got Eye of Evil, and Ogre of Anger, and now we're out of magic points, which means we can't attack anymore. So, does that mean I'm screwed? Thou hast died during thine quest. Now the world as we know it is doomed. You were unable to retrieveth the golden amulet. We thanketh you for nothing. We shall hopeth you playedeth this game again. Okay, and I guess Hot. Man, this is hard to read. Hotlet and Philip Hassey. So yeah, PH and PH. Oh, and now it's actually switched over to a Nuclear Meltdown intro. Okay, so that's why what the run me was doing. Okay, so now that I know what I'm doing, let's actually fight these things correctly. Stomp on the little guys. Use Magic Wand on these things. Oh, there's a potion, I believe. So, yeah, magic points went up. Also, strength went up. So I'm like losing strength every time I take a step. Yeah, this seems like completely random. I have to admit there's a certain bad game charm to this, but for the most part this isn't really a game. You just move and things happen, and when you hit an enemy you just hit the A key and that's it. And you're listening to terrible music the entire time. I'm kind of curious to see if the levels actually change any. Like, if there's different graphics for, like, level 2 and 3 and everything, then... Oh. That's the amulet. Thou hast found the wrong amulet. Thou must searchest the forest again for it. It's the same forest, except the ground is purple now. Okay, I think I've had enough of this game. That was Ultima. Clearly a free game of some sort, intentionally designed to be crappy. Does that make it worth playing? Probably not, because you've pretty much seen everything this game has to offer in just right now, so I saved you guys the trouble. Next up, Dookie's dug up DOSGAMES / Arcade 3 / SPITWAD. So I think I actually know what this game is. Yeah, because it's got SWW. I think this is a game called SPITWAD Willy. I don't think I've ever actually played it, I just know of its existence. So let's just quickly type out the go.bat. It just runs the game. Okay. Yep, says SPITWAD Willy. Copyright 1993, Raoul Said. Or Raoul said. Okay, so it's a Buster Brothers clone. Or Pang. Whichever was the one you grew up with. I kind of grew up with neither. I was never a fan of this style of game. But anyways, let's see the instructions. Arrow keys, left, right, and duck. Alt and control to jump, space to fire. Why would you need to jump? We got a sound toggle, basic gameplay, shoot and destroy the obstacles. Oh, there's the power-ups. Slows the action momentarily, adds extra shooting ability, larger spitwads, extra player, and then 2 unknown ones. Oh, and it's not actually freeware, it's shareware game. So $12 to register, extra $2 if you're not in the US. I'm guessing probably to pay for extra shipping or something. But then why wouldn't you just make that separate shipping costs? I don't know. Okay, there's a setup. Joystick off, sound on. Fair enough. Let's go. Death Bot Conflict. Oh. It's actually Sound Blaster sound. So yeah, we do have a... Okay, we already starting with stolen sound effects from old Warner Brothers cartoons. Yeah, that sounds like it came from something too. So yeah, the graphics look original. The audio is definitely not. Doe! Yep, that was Homer Simpson's dough. Oh, bombs are bad.
Game over, man!
The Game Over Man clip ends up in, like, everything. Okay, let's try to not die this time. There we go. Yeah, as I said, I'm not really super good at this style of game. Oh, I got, like, rapid fire now. So even though I don't agree with what they're doing with the audio, the game does play fine. It's a little accurate. Like, you gotta be really... The bullets are really tiny, and your targets are really tiny, so you gotta be really accurate with your shots, but... other than that, although one thing I should point out, you can't actually move and shoot at the same time. So I'm pushing spacebar right now and nothing's happening. And furthermore, if you're shooting and you try to move, you don't go anywhere. So I don't know if that's like normal for this style of game, but it's definitely throwing me off not being able to shoot and move at the same time. Although I seem to be doing better at this now than I've ever done in one of these games in my life. Whoa. And I just jinxed the heck out of that one. Okay, so that was Spitwad. Whoops. That was Spitwad Willy. It's not bad. I just wish it had more original sounds to it, given the fact that everything else here is original. Well, save for the gameplay, I don't know. It's a pan clone. Take it or leave it. And our last dig for today comes from Felicia Gladson. DOSGAMES /cards /CRIBPART. So this might come as an embarrassment, but I don't know how to play cribbage. And I got a funny feeling this is probably going to be like some kind of cribbage game or something. What is with these file dates? So we've got a list.com from '86, which was probably part of the DOS operating system at the time. We've got a CP doc from 1989. We've got a CP zip from 1993. And we've got the actual executable from 2107. I've got a funny feeling something went wrong here. Well, that's a very huge doc file, so let's just run it. Cribbage Partner. Developed under the Shareware concept. If you find it to be entertaining, contribution of $10 would be suggested. Jim Crowther from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This program may be copied and distributed freely as long as no modifications are made, no, it's not bypassed, yada yada. Complete instructions for Cribbage Partner and a summary of the rules of cribbage are available on the accompanying file cp.doc. Do you have a color monitor? I do. So we've got regular player demonstration, manual scoring or automatic scoring by the computer, muggins options or no muggins, I have no idea what that means. Computer prompts for a response after each score, pauses briefly and continues play. And the game can either be 121 points or 61 points. So I like that there's a demo mode, so that'll actually kind of give me an idea of what's going on. Drawing for first deal. Okay, so this looks like a cribbage board from the looks of it. There's definitely the pegs there, the red pegs and the black pegs, along with the green and cyan tracks. So, yeah, I don't know how to play cribbage, so... Now I'm hitting enter each time it's showing this. Huh. Toggle any options desired, then hit R to replay hand or enter to continue. So that was just one hand? Okay, let's see that again. So his hand was 5 and 6. My hand was 8 and 9. And then apparently the crib is 7, 10, 4, and 5. Starter of 3. I have no idea what the King 4, 8, and 9 there are, unless those are the cards that are coming up, and the game's just showing that happening. So yeah, this looks like it's kind of meant to help teach. Like, it looks like it's a proper cribbage game, but it looks like it's designed in such a way that it helps to teach playing cribbage as well. It's interesting that it is actually showing all of this detail here. I mean, I guess I could try to actually play around here. And see what happens if I hit F6. Game terminated. To play again, type CP. Okay. So drawing for first deal. You drew 7. Okay. So enter number of discard to the crib. For recommendation, type R. So it's recommending I get rid of those 2 cards. You know what? I would tend to agree with that, just based on what I was seeing so far. So 1 and 3. Enter number of card to be played on, or G for go. It's recommending I play the 8. Why the 8? Now it's recommending I stop playing cards and I just go. Okay, so if I hit G to go, He gets 1 point for that, for some reason. Again, I have no idea what's going on here. But anyways, his cards are showing there. So his scoring hands are 4 points for runs. So I'm guessing the Jack, Queen, King there. And 15. Oh, because he's able to make 15 with the 5 and the King. Or even the 5 and the Queen or the 5 and the Jack as well. I don't know what the value of those cards are. But apparently he got 8 points from 15s. And then for me, I've got the Flush, which is worth 4 points. And I've also got a 15 in there somewhere. Oh yeah, the 7 and the 8. And that was worth 2 points. So when you apply those cards along with mine, right? Or do I get that wrong? In either case, I managed to get another 15 out of that somehow. And that was it for that turn. Huh. Yeah, I can't say I understand the game any better right now, but I do like the fact that it has the recommendation option. So if you don't know how to play, it's giving you ideas as to what you should be doing. This is actually a pretty neat program. So for anybody who wanted to learn how to play cribbage, well, there you go. It works fine, looks fine, plays fine, isn't that expensive. Yeah, this was a perfectly acceptable program.